operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. There's Griffin to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Griffin. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
You come with 2 in this lane, know the round is my fan.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now Griffin. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Well, they set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action now. Jackson, and he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's got Lewis. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown! Mercedes Lewis, 27 yards. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but
he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
this offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Griffin looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Cowboys will take over here.
You come with 2 in this lane.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward, This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rod.
A first down carry for Henry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Flacco. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Desmond King making the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. McPherson's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete.
Not yet.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not
I wake up before it's 7 anyways.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Passing play. Flacco. That's caught by Irvin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, they go again with Henry. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown! Mike Ditka, 39 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They got 29 yards that time. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Joseph's got it, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Pulls it in at the 13. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Flacco. Got a man, it's Michael Irvin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Flacco scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Flacco will lead them up as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play action. Now Jackson. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Henry running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco, he'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Isaiah Pacheco, 63 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now Jackson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Nahshon Wright. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Flacco to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flacco. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
I cannot build without God in it. We both the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap with the confidence. If you ain't sign on the dotted line. Can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't stand a chance. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not at the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, Johnson takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we turn to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And a lane slow and materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get this down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff there.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Chad Johnson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not only that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson here is going to look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things.
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about it. Periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 12, Willis. Sanders has it over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On 1st down, Willis. This caught left side by the tight end, Parham. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Second down throw coming by Willis. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
19 tight.
Willis, 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. They're going now. Keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Yeah, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get us back into this game.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's very easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And he will get back to at least cover this. Certainly a sigh of relief there. But his offense going to be set up deep in their own territory now.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example of that.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sideline, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Willis with another keeper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 1st and 10, Willis. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
They go play action with Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to the metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnet. Open, sits it right the door. She's why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Man open, it's Moss complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now in 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cunningham looking to throw. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Cunningham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now it's 2nd and 9. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4th down. Here's Jackson. This is caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Here's Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Cunningham. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Cunningham. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. Dancing to his left. Again, that's Hurst. And it's a Packers touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 32 yards. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either throughout the first.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson. Open man. This is Lewis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Now Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Jackson to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass complete, Hurst. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job.
You caught that, bro.
Secondary getting picked apart by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.